today, tonight, this evening, whenever it is that you happen to join and see this video going live. Let me just switch the chat over to all chat instead of just top messages. There we go. Welcome, and hello. It looks like my lens is a little dirty. Let me just fix that. I see some lens flaring off the camera. Let me just clean my camera. Pardon my fingers. I want to be clean for you guys. The music never stops. True Voice of Reason's here. Mirage Bryston's here too. Welcome. Good evening, my friends. How are you today? Has anything new happened? It's been mostly a relaxing day for me. I chose to just lay back and not do a whole lot per se. I mean, I was looking for new music. I did get some interesting sort of tunes from my Spotify playlists, and I was looking for the equivalent songs on Qobuz, of course, because most of the rooms and audio shows these days are sponsored by Qobuz, and my buddy David at Qobuz does a really good job at promoting and being involved with music and doing DJ sessions and all that kind of thing. So I really respect what Qobuz is doing with their music service, and I realized just the other day that Qobuz does officially have a Connect application or a Connect feature where you can use Apple AirPlay to connect from, well, I'm using my Apple iPad to stream music, and you can connect to a device or an endpoint through the application. It doesn't work the same way that Spotify Connect works, where you can use a device like a control surface. I'm not really sure that the Connect version of AirPlay works the same way with Qobuz. I did see it working, but I wasn't 100% sure how it was working. Anyhow, that's a little bit of news. Today we're going to be scrolling through a drum and bass playlist. I'm not going to be all that loud about it. It is a little bit later into the evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here where I'm at. So I imagine even though it's a Saturday night, my neighbors are not going to really want to hear loud-ass music at this time of night. I try to be respectful and do my thing and not be obnoxious, as some audio people tend to be. We're not going to go there today. We're just going to have some fun. I did post a little bit about the Bucard audios in the Facebook group just recently. So a lot of people have the same sort of phrasing about the woofers. A lot of people are not, even though they're audio fans, they're not familiar with purified drivers. For whatever reason, they have never seen these woofers before. They're not used to seeing a surround material that looks like that. So let me zoom my camera into the regular lens and flicker my face. There we go. This just looks cleaner. The colors are better. So let me explain right off the top. Bucard Audio, for their A10 model, again for like the third or fourth time in my streams, they are using Purify woofers. Purify Audio is a company from Denmark, or founded basically by Peter Lingdorf and Lars Risbo. Essentially, they are a audio manufacturer of both amps and drivers. The surround material is folded both inwards and outwards to control the linear motion of the woofer in two directions. So most surrounds, like with the subwoofers we see here from SVS, most of the surrounds are just outward rolled, and for a long time that's all we had in audio. I mean, their bookshelves the same thing. The regular surround is just rolled outwards, and that's what we saw. We did see an advancement in ridge technology where the outside has these ridges to control with stiffness. So when the woofer moves out and in, the ridges keep the material from moving back and forth or side to side from any of the angles, the same way that your car rims are weird shapes and that kind of thing, but they stay linear because they're attached in the middle and symmetrical, and their tension keeps them in position at all angles. The surround makes sure that the woofer doesn't wobble around when it's moving in and out. Purify developed this surround that looks broken to people, but it really isn't. They designed it folded inwards and outwards to control the linearity of the woofer in two directions, so it results in less distortion and lower frequency output at higher SPLs without distortion. That's why it's designed this way. That's why it looks this way. Please tell your friends. I'm tired of people saying, oh, it looks broken. It can't sound good. I'm like, yeah, well, your eyes and perception are broken. It has nothing to do with the speaker. So we're going to get on with it today. I'm going to flip the camera again. Back to the wide angle camera lens. We're going to scroll through some drum and bass today. We're going to have some fun. I'll put the iPad out in front of the camera. We'll get the speakers up at the top of the camera there. And that's enough of my face for the night. Animations here. What's going on? Yes, a playlist. Wow, now you are explaining the way they did the speakers. Of course, I love the engineering. That's part of why I'm in the hobby mostly, is because I love the engineering that goes down with making these speakers, making any speakers. I love the way that engineers solve problems and create better and better equipment. True Voice of Reason says, thing is, before rolled surrounds, there was accordion style surrounds. Yes, of course. And the accordion style is naturally in two directions. The accordion works in a linear way because it was just like the spider surrounds are an accordion shape, and they flex outwards and inwards in a linear way. So now the surrounds do the same, but this allows for more excursion because of the materials, the reach that it has when it's rolled that way. It's less limited, but more controlled. So anyways, we are going to get into the playlist today. Today it's just a daily mix of drum and bass. So we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna take off the random, and we're just gonna start at the top and go all the way down. Now these are all going to be drum and bass. If you're a fan of drum and bass, then cool, you could stick around. We'll get to some questions and other things like after the playlist is done. The playlist is usually about 20 songs or so, and I won't listen to all of them at full length. It's just more like to get a feel of the song, and then we'll move on to the next one. I won't be turning it up too much. You'll hear a little bit of it in the background and just enough to get a sample of it, but then we'll move on from there, and we'll have some questions and stuff like that. So anything that happens in the chat, I'll answer as appropriately. So something I did do today, I adjusted the phase relationship of the subs with the room. So I've gone into the SVS app and I've adjusted the bass phase angle to about 70%, 75%. And doing that with my subwoofers actually realigned the nodes or the null location in my room and filled it in. So now at 70 degrees with relationship to my room and the symmetrical position of my subs in the room where my chair is at the back of the space, 70% phase angle actually gave me more bass in my room in the middle, more punch, more kick, and better balance overall. So like one little change and automatically I've got better bass in my room. So I definitely recommend you try that out. Move them around. Give them a little bit of angles, give them a little bit of love, and you'll be impressed. Val's saying, finally got my earbuds working. Let's do this. Hi, people. Yep. We're all caught up. Thank you to the 9 people watching, 3 people thumbs up, a few people chatting. I know how it is. If you're here for the entertainment, please enjoy yourselves. Leave a comment later on, if you will. This is Emperor. The song is called Still. What we're going to do is roll through the intro, let the drop come in, and then I'll change it. How about that? So I have to pop off the party, maybe back, depends. No problem, sir. Enjoy yourself. It's a Saturday night. We all have things to do. I fully understand. Anybody's a big fan of drum and bass, please let me know. All right, we're going to keep moving on. There's about 20 or so songs to get through. This one is Lodestar. Take a deep breath. Also, is it loud enough versus my voice? Does it balance out? Does everything balance okay? I know that it's not going to sound crisp and clean like a speaker should, because the live sessions have a compressed audio. It's not going to register the same way that a sound demo would, even though it's recorded through a device. So we'll get to the sound quality stuff a little later. My opinion on the speakers is coming up. I did some master tuning today where I changed the DSP profile. From what I can hear, they're just as articulate and clean and wonderful in the space. I moved them around a little bit, so we're learning as we go. Just getting comfortable here with my position, making sure we're in front of the speaker, getting it sounding good. Take a Deep Breath by Lodestar. All right, we're going to switch it up. Once you hear the drop come in, you essentially know what the whole song is going to sound like. That's the way drum and bass is. It's club music. What do you expect? The beautiful thing is, even hi-fi speakers like this are able to resolve electronic music with good accuracy without it getting all muddy and distorted and messy. It's very busy music, but I appreciate busy music. Gives my mind something to think about. So that's Overrated, Ellipsa. That's a nice bass line. I assume you guys can hear just as much of the music as I can in my place in the room. Bass is actually pretty thick across the middle here. It's pretty nice. That's a good smooth track. That's what I would call liquid drum and bass, because it's very smooth flowing. There's no starts and stops. It's not like break beats. It's very what I would call liquid drum and bass. And I appreciate liquid very much because it's smooth. This one's Calyx. The song's called Riddim. Riddim. Yeah, how was Friday? How was Friday and Saturday for everyone? Did anything interesting happen? I know that people have been outside looking at the sky and taking pictures of the aurora and like, oh my God, look, the solar magnetic waves are showing up in the sky and ooh, it's so pretty. I mean, I'm not, if you're excited about it, cool, because like, who am I to say don't be excited? I didn't do it. I was inside. Riddim. My arm's gonna get tired from holding this up, but we should be okay. Quiet weekend, Mirage Bryston says. Question. It's a sealed cabinet. Animation speaker story song says, is the port on the back of the speaker, or is it sealed? So it's a sealed cabinet, but the subwoofers are also on. So I could probably turn the subwoofers off just to see what it sounds like. However, I like my subwoofers, so some of the bass you're hearing is from the subwoofers. However, the bookshelves can actually perform pretty well as also. Yeah, this song's got some cool tweakiness to it. All right, next up. This is Flexin' by Benny. I believe this song's got some crazy bass lines too. So yeah, animation, this speaker is sealed. There's an amplifier on the back, and there are no passive radiators. It's just the woofer on the front and the amplifier. So this song's called Flexin' by Benny. You can't really see it because of the camera angle, but that's what it's called. Oh, that's a good one. That's nice and bouncy. So all my friends that are watching, reminder, a lot of these videos do get copyright demonetized. Not that I'm making YouTube into a business as of yet. I just want to reflect the fact that, yeah, the demonetization puts a hold on the video sort of process. Certainly wouldn't want my channel getting into any kind of trouble. So any other types of support or show of support or feedback on the channel is appreciated. Lets me know sort of like what works, what doesn't, what people like, what they don't like. I would rather build an audience that appreciates what happens around here rather than just playing stuff to the wind and nothing really happens. Animation saying, thanks for sharing new songs that I don't even know existed. Yeah, this is the reason why I do it. This is a big reason why I take the copyright demonetization to share new music. And yeah, add PayPal to link, cough cough. I probably should put it in my profile somewhere just in case, because to be honest, like, YouTube will take a percentage of any of the money that's donated, and even the money that gets generated by ad revenue, it's still revenue or income, so the government of Canada will take money from it. So if they're donations, essentially is what it is. It's not like you're paying me to do work. So I'm not working for anybody, and I don't have a registered business, so I'm not working for myself. So I do consider it in the realm of donation for a purpose. I may start something else later on, like a Patreon or whatever. Ooh, this one's deep and dark. Hold on, let me just shut the fuck up for a second. This one's called Submission by Wings. Wow. That's dark. Listen. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yep, I like it. That's a fucking banger. Yep. I like that one. That's a pretty sweet tune. So that's called Submission by Wings. Fucking, we're keeping that one. That one's going into my playlist right now. Look at this. So I have new playlist, test electronic genre. There we go. It's going in the playlist. Thank you, Wings. That was awesome. Raw Flavor by Ways. Waeys. Of course, these guys got to be different. Some sweet depths. So hello to my friends on a Saturday night. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for joining. We're just scrolling through a playlist, trying to find some new songs, something that's interesting, something that's new. If you're a fan of drum and bass, you're in luck tonight. If you're a fan of metal or other poppy kind of music, I'll do other days where I showcase some of that stuff. Tonight we're doing this, and I appreciate you being here. Leave some feedback. Let me know what you think. Oh, it's a crunchy banger. So the thing is, yeah, like, it's in the name, right? Drum and bass. If anybody's really into like bass and they enjoy like what subwoofers can do and they don't listen to drum and bass, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yeah, this one's crunchy as shit. So that's Raw Flavor by Waze. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We probably have like 20 more songs. This one's called Drunk by Emperor. I imagine a lot of emperors have been drunk in their days. It's a very good name. And Emperor is a good artist. I really appreciate his style of music. So this one should be a banger. Emperor usually doesn't disappoint. So let me get in close for this one. Oh, that's a little bit of an awkward drop, but that was kind of cool. Some of the samples came in there, pretty cool. Check the woofer movement. It's got my subwoofer bouncing around too. Yeah, drum and bass does it. Drum and bass has got that thickness to it, and I appreciate what it can do. It's not really for everyone. It is a little bit louder than, say, pop music or well-recorded sort of music. It is electronic, of course, so it's not like natural instruments. But you can be surprised. A lot of the producers record live sounds and mix them into the songs. So you'd be very surprised sometimes. This one's Bruck Up by Levela. I heard this. There's a song by Levela that I heard yesterday that was absolutely amazing. I do want to be playing it at one of the audio shows. So I'll give you a little bit of a taste after this one because the name came up. I think the other song is going to be a really, really good song for demoing. So let me know what you think in the comments, what you think of this artist. If you think it's a good song, I should be playing at audio shows. My neighbors are part of the streaming. Nah, they're okay. It's Saturday night. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, this Level has got this like bouncy feel to his music. I really appreciate what he does, the sounds that he offers in his production. So let me see if I can get to the artist, and I'll play the song that I saved just yesterday. All right, so we're gonna move on. So this next song, this is a song that I want to play at the audio show. Toronto Audio Fest is next weekend, and this is a song that I'm hoping I can get to play on some of the systems. I don't know who's going to allow me to play it, but a lot of them trust me. So I need you to let me know what you think of this song in the chat. We're gonna give it a little bit of volume. My neighbors are gonna hear it too, but yeah, if you think this is a good one, then we'll play it at the show. Yeah, I love the bass line in this. It's so bouncy. And the song is only about 2.5 minutes. Oh, there's a lot of bass in this. It's so good. I love how fun the song sounds. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is that going to be a good one? That's a fun song to play at an audio show. It's literally in the system. That's what it's called. In your system. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a really good hit. I'm going to play it. Hit him with the switch up. Yeah, I love this. This is really awesome. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go down the list. We got a bunch of other stuff to get to. This one's Spearnet by Skangtia. I don't know how to read some of these names. Yeah, it's a real grindy, bassy song. Pretty cool stuff. Hopefully everybody's enjoying some of the music out there on a Saturday night. I know it's not as clean as it should sound for a live session, but hopefully you can look up some of the songs, try them out in your system. I would love to hear from people who try the songs on their system and come back and let me know in the comments what it sounded like, whether it was absolutely terrible, whether it sounded good, whether it sounded bad. Like, this is just music discovery. Ooh, that's dirty. Spearnet. Scantia. Skantia. Whatever that means. Yeah, that's dark. All right, we're gonna switch it up. Keep moving. I have played this song before. It's a song called Lapse. This has got like, there's so much bass in this song. I really wish that my friends that had massive subwoofers would play this stuff and tell me what happens. None of them get back to me. I know so many people that have 18-inch subwoofers in their system, and they never tell me what happens. Come on, guys. We're a community here. Should be letting us know. I'm not going to read out that last one. Vel, I agree, but I'm not going to read it out. Yeah, this one's called Lapse by Sleepnet and Noisia. Of course, anything by Noisia gets approved immediately. It's not even a question. Noisia is like the best electronic producers on the planet. And I'll show you why. Antonio Jose Andreo Martinez, what's going on? Sends the love, the likes, the thumbs up. Thanks for joining. We're looking for new drum and bass songs today, so you're in luck. Yeah, this one's even shaking the subwoofer. You can't really see it because it's really low right now, but this is an absolute banger. I had clips of this from Expona. They had a creators night on the Friday or Saturday night, and yeah, we were up in the room. Me and a couple of buddies were up there, and I started playing the songs, and even the reps from the brands were like, holy shit, what song is this? Give me this song title. So even the reps were taking song suggestions from me. So saying rude about the friends, not yes, I know. I know. I got it. Thank you, Vel, for the clarification. Animation, I wish you change your neck name to Samurai Audio. Somebody already has that. I would like to, but like I'm not Japanese. I do appreciate them, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Here's another one for Vel. This is Wings, Can't See. It's like, it's got this space to it. You can hear the room in the recording, right? Oh God. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's good. Yeah, that's bouncy. It's got some low end to it. Yeah, that's good. That's I like that one. All right. Bass up, Waze, Wings, and Ruben. So it's like two of the top artists so far in the playlist are on this song. So this one's got to be good, right? What are the bets? Over, under? Red Bull with Wings? If there's a song that comes on here that's like absolutely crazy, I might just go wild. Always with Wings? Oh God! Oh my God! Woo, that's dirty. Wow, this song got really gnarly real quick. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I knew this was going to be a banger because Waze and Wings are on this track with Ruben, Bass Up, or Bus Up it's called. Wow, some of those vibes that are digging right into the bottom. This is subwoofer food. If you've got subwoofers and you don't check out drum and bass, seriously, you're not using your subs to their full potential. Look, I know that Hans Zimmer and soundtracks and all those people and the stomping of dinosaurs and the crashing of Godzilla on the street and highway and all those, like, oh my God, you need to check out this movie demo. Like, I get it. It works. It's low. It's crazy. But seriously, you're missing out on bass if you don't have drum and bass in your life. This whole genre was built on subwoofer technology. The reason it exists is because of subwoofers. So, literally, this is 50 Stacks by Benny. Wow, these songs are pretty good. This playlist is banging. I haven't heard a really bad song yet. Yeah, this is good. 50 Stacks. All right, we're going to move on. Sinkhole, which is a remix of Noisia. This is Kumo and Tej. The original Sinkhole song is a kind of track by Noisia that would really, really test your system. It's not just low bass. It's not just the woofer moving. It's texture. It's about how the woofer can be controlled to reproduce without it sounding sloppy. And that's what we're looking for in bass response and control, is not only just depth, but the texture of the bass allows you to hear the notes differently. So this is Sinkhole, a Tej remix, but this is different. This is Kumo and Tej. So this could be a completely different song. It doesn't sound like the Noisia version at all. Really dark sounding, actually. You get like those creepy echoes in the background with the reverb over the sound effects. Wow, that's good. I like this. Animation's asking, what is the difference between having a subwoofers with only bass of the speakers? I thought the subwoofers are for party. No, it's all subjective. See, there's no rules. That's the strange thing about people in audio, is thinking that there are rules for this stuff. There's no rules. There's physics, and those are physical laws. You can't break physical laws. but there are no rules to how and what you use, what you like, what you don't like. There's no rules. It's entirely up to you. Anybody who tells you how and what's right or wrong about how things work is like really judgmental. I mean, if they're explaining the science, that's one thing, but if they're telling you it's right or wrong or you're doing it wrong or whatever, that's some attitude right there. That's not the same as educating based on physics. The song's called Subtle by Ruben. We just heard Ruben in that other banger. So my imaginary listening room would not be for sitting. I need to move around. I want people in there sitting or standing or dancing. These systems have a sweet spot, are limiting for me. Yeah, well, so I totally understand you wanting to move around and be like enveloped in the music, and that's entirely possible. However, to be a devil's advocate, sometimes and in most cases there's a sweet spot regardless, even if you don't have to be in it. Very, very good answer, Animation says, and logical. Well, I try to be. There's enough people trying to get your attention, trying to be know-it-alls and talking like they know everything and their shit don't stink, and they point fingers at other people because they don't like what anybody else says. You know what? There's too many of those guys out there just ripping and raving at each other, and I don't need to be that way. I just want to speak to it from very scientific perspective and then an open perspective, because we all sort of have our own preferences. Oh, this song's awesome. I'm going to fast forward it a bit. This was already on my list. This is called Cadence by Justin Hawkes. So the drop for this song, it rolls in with a marching drum, and I've never heard anything like it in my life. It sounds so cool. Let me put my arm down for a minute. You guys hear the drum, the marching drum? It's got a pretty solid drop to it. I think the song gets a little boring through the middle, but the drop is exciting, so we like that. All right, we're gonna switch it up again. This is Twice as Long by Spy. Spy is a really, really cool dude. I appreciate him. Him and Renee LeVice. LeVice has been really, really, really friendly in chat and Instagram. He actually sent me a song download that isn't on streaming anymore, so really cool dude. Vel says, I'm fine with a sweet spot, but I don't want to be noticeable difference from 1 inch to the next. Yeah, so not such a narrow sweet spot, but an open or a wider sweet spot. So you have like 3 feet of movement, and if you want to dance around the room, you're honestly going to need like a lot more speakers, because the physics and the timing involved with very hi-fi means that even an inch or 2 makes a difference in the sound waves and their lengths. So it's technically difficult to get a sweet spot that's large for truly hi-fi, but for fun, who gives a shit? This song's so nice. This one top charts a little while ago. Spy has been dropping some really, really cool tunes. Yeah, there's a really big difference in like the way that people talk about music for fun, music for hi-fi, and then that's why you get all these people arguing about details, because the physics is true. It really does have a limitation for certain things, but it only matters based on whatever someone's subjective goal is. If your subjective goal is to dance around the room and everything sounds balanced, then cool, you don't need a sweet spot. You don't need truly hi-fi. What you want is good sound and an overall space, and nobody can tell you otherwise. Like, sure, there might not be like the highest fidelity, but that's not the point. The system is set up to enjoy, to dance. It's not to sit in like one place with your head locked in some headgear as if you're Stephen Hawking's and you have to sit within a half inch, otherwise it doesn't sound right. Like, that's possible, but I mean, no one can tell you how to listen to your system. Like, whatever. This one is One Beat by Wings. Wings is really becoming a favored artist tonight. Jesus. Bro is throwing down. Animation's asking how you feel with this speakers. I know you have white speakers, yeah, the Arundel, and more. Yes, the Arundels are bigger than this one. So the thing that I'm noticing in these that the other ones do a little more of is the mid-range, and the reason is the woofer size here for mid-range is a lot smaller than the Arundel towers, so the towers have more area for mid-range. However, these have DSP tuning, and I can change that. So with the subwoofers, these have no bass loss, and the Purify driver is so incredible that it's capable, and I really don't feel like I'm missing a whole lot. The thing that was different is the SVS has a different top end because it has a 1-inch metal dome tweeter, and the Bucard Audio has like a 3/4-inch metal dome in the waveguide, so the high frequency characters are a little bit different, but there's nothing lacking between them. They both sound really good. It's just a matter of like what I like, what I want to use, that kind of thing. All right, we're rolling through it. This is a song called Runner by Enei. That's Enei. Bell says exactly what is right and true, usually what's right and true for the person experiencing it. Subjectively, because there's like objective truth, like 2 + 2 is 4, but subjective opinion and preference, it's like a personal, what they call personal truth. I don't really like that word, true and personal, because it's misleading. It's like a language game. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Enei's got some bouncy tunes now and then. This one's called Runner. All right, next on the list, These Days by Emperor. This is the same album cover as the last one, so I guess they're running through the, like, it's like a showcase of the newest songs on the album. So yeah, Emperor's always been a really cool artist. Really appreciate his music. A little harder than most, but I like it. I think I know this song. This isn't a new song, but it is classic. So for those that have seen, I guess maybe not everybody's seen, but I posted a link to a Spotify playlist for all my friends where you can add whatever you want. I'll put that link in the YouTube comments or the YouTube community post afterwards. So scroll to the community post on my page and then find the link for Spotify, and you can join in and you can add whatever songs you want. So the playlist is going to be called Only Friends. You know how that rolls. Poking the bear, making some fun. This one's called Cobra by Calix and Logan. I need like a stand. I could just like put my iPad here and it just holds onto it like another tripod. You guys don't mind, right? Like, this is cool. You kind of see what's going on. Yeah, this one's called Cobra. Ooh, room treatments. You just hinted on something that I'm going to share after the songs. Oh, this song bangs. Animation's asking, will you be in the next high-end audio in Canada? The next audio show is next weekend. Toronto Audio Fest is October 18, 19, and 20 at 2 hotels close to the airport. I will be there. I'm spending 2 nights at the hotel, so that's going to get crazy. Yeah, Calyx, Cobra. All right, we're going to move on. All Night, the Camo and Crooked song, very popular artist, and this is the Emperor remix. So again, we see Emperor. Vel saying, I enjoy room treatments. I especially like when they don't look like treatments. They look like art or part of the decor. Yes, and there's a lot of clever ways to do that. Like here, my whole room is like decorated in a theme, so to speak. So my big problem has been the ceiling, but I found a solution recently that's going to help me deal with all of the stuff on the ceiling. So we had talked about it for a number of posts about treatments, glue, sticking, blah, blah, blah. So I found something online that I think is going to give my room a complete feel, and I'm going to change the whole ceiling. I'm going to take the tiles down. I'm going to repurpose some of the softer padding, and then we're going to do something different. Oh, this song's pretty cool. Yeah, I also, going back to the other previous comment, I think that Samurai Audio is already taken up, so I can't do that. Like Ninja Bass. I think somebody already has Ninja Bass. This is a song called Purge by DC Breaks and Prolix. Yeah, I'll share with those that are still here after the songs what my next room treatments are going to be. I'll share some images that I found, and then I'll walk through what I'm going to try. And it shouldn't be too much different, and it's a solution I think is going to work better for me. Yeah, instead of using a glue gun from the dollar store, yeah. I already have one of those, and I didn't want to mess with any of that, but I am gonna damage the ceiling in a way. But you know what? I already have plaster and paint, so fuck it. It's better than having stuff fall down off my ceiling. I've had enough of that, so I've come up with a better solution. I'll let you know. After the drop, we'll change the song. We're rolling through it. Shouldn't be too many of these left. Oreos, I'm on point. I got my shit. So this is Purge, DC Breaks. Oh, that's a banger. Oh. Yeah, this is a good one. This has got some energy behind it. This is an Emperor remix too, I believe. No. This is Prolix. DC Breaks and Prolix. Awesome tune. All right. I don't want to spoil y'all. This one's called Neck Oil. That sounds gross. Inside Info and Echo 9. Neck Oil. That's gross. Come on, guys. What the hell is that even supposed to mean? I'm going to grab a drink. Pardon my ice cubes. You hear the ice cubes sometimes clanging around in my glass. Vel's like, what the hell did I just hear? Oh, wow. It's like part metal. Bit of metal guitars in there. Let's see what happens. Ooh, damn. If I'm honest, I like the quiet part more than the guitar part. Animation's got all the questions tonight. What is the difference that some speakers have just only one tweeter and some have two? The tweeter of that speaker that just looks like they spray everywhere. So there's a number of, hold on, I gotta change the song and I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it to answer this question. So thank you to animation coming in with all of the audio questions. I appreciate it. So the reason why a lot of speakers only have one tweeter is simplicity. First of all, if you have multiple tweeters, you have different positions for the sound to come from. So the sound emanating from here has this point and this point. So two acoustic centers. The waveguide is used to bridge the gap between the frequency spread and allows for a lower frequency tuning for the tweeter and a balanced frequency or a crossover point between these two. The reason why some brands use more than one tweeter, sometimes two, usually pretty close together, is volume output. Axiom speakers, Bryston speakers, there are a number of other and there's a number of other brands, not very many, but some of them use two tweeters in close proximity to get the kind of like output that they want. They want the speakers to be loud. And instead of using an AMT driver or so this is also a 1-inch tweeter that's flush against the baffle. This one's in a waveguide. My Arundels have a waveguide. So yeah, the Bryston models, the Axiom models, which are essentially just the same company, use two tweeters in order to get the SPL that they want, so the volume of high frequency that they want, without it being distorted. The problem is at certain distances, if you're too close to the speaker, or certain angles, like if you have mid ranges that are above and below each other, like this way. So if I had a woofer here and another woofer here, the two of them have an acoustic center. The sound is going to move away from the speaker at a certain speed, the speed of sound, obviously. The speed of sound means from this position and this position, if you're seated down here, this one will reach your ears first, and this one is going to reach your ear at a slightly different time. So in order to do that, some speakers like they tilt the baffle. These ones are actually tilted as well. Actually, if you look across the front, you can see the speaker stand there. The stand is straight. You can see the speaker is tilted backwards. The new SVS is tilted backwards, and that's so the surface of the woofer meets the surface of the tweeter at a certain time, and then they can project the sound to where I'm sitting in my pink chair. You guys don't ever see that much. So the reason why I don't think that two tweeters is a good idea, especially top and bottom, is because of the timing arrival. Now, there's another brand out there by the name of Tecton Designs. Tecton Designs has an array of domes around a central tweeter. What's going on is they look like tweeters, but they're not. The same way that people say, oh, look, the surround is broken. But it isn't. That's because, a lot of people that are online and social media love to comment about stuff that they think they understand, but they actually don't understand it. What they do is end up talking shit and making noise in the community instead of being inquisitive and asking questions. They make statements instead of asking. Very, very frustrating. So Tecton Designs makes a speaker that has a central high frequency tweeter and a ring or an outer ring of domes that are similar tweeters in driver tech, but the crossover points are different. So it acts more like a concentric driver, like MoFi now uses, or Kef uses, or ELAC did use, or that other brands where they put a tweeter in the middle and then the cone on the around the outside moves the mid-range. So the tweeter in the middle for Tecton is the high frequency driver, and the ring of tweeters around the outside are for mid-range frequencies above a certain point, because below them the woofer takes over. That's the reason why people and designers will use 2 tweeters or more in a speaker, is to create a kind of effect that is only reached or achieved by having lightweight drivers, or they want an SPL level. Now, it all has compromises. Everything is a matter of compromise. There's not one single design that's perfect. Anybody who says that it's absolutely flawless is exaggerating. Don't believe people that speak in absolutes. We all know nothing is absolute. The only thing that's absolute is God, and I have no proof of that. Back to the music. How did I do? Do I get an Oscar? Do I get an award for that? I'm just kidding. This is another one by Wings. Fucking Wings. This one's called Analog Dreams. How audio specific, or how awesome is that? Analog Dreams. Bring it, Wings. Let's go. Hit me. Oh my God. Oh, Wings, Wings, Wings. Always with Wings. Wild Wings. Buffalo Wings. Jesus. It's Wings with a Z on the end, or a Z on the end, by the way, if you're going to look it up. Damn, that's good. The hands or fingers is good for expressing and get some attention. You try to make the, yeah, like that bass frequency. Oh, God, look at it move. Everybody in their woofer movement, like, oh my God, look at it's moving. Oh my God, look, look, look. Next, we're gonna cut him off. Sorry about that, bruh. So this is Count to 10, DRS and ENI. That's pretty cool. Also, by the way, I got this today. This is an all-time classic movie, if you guys don't know. It's a vampire movie from the, I don't know when this came out. A long time ago. A long time before the man was on 24. He was a vampire in this movie. I don't remember when this came out, but it was a long time ago. Anyways, The Lost Boys is a classic vampire movie for Halloween. Check it out. Oh! Ooh, Count to 10. This one's a banger too. DRS and ENI. Wow. Alright. Switch it up, switch it up. This one's called Pranged Out Emperor. We're back to some of the similar artists. There's a lot of the same kinds of things here. Bad Hair and Noodles. Yeah. Lost Boys. Thanks for sharing your opinion in the way that they do the companies. I'm grateful, and I'm honored to provide explanation for how some things are done in the industry. Now, I'm not a rep for the brands. There's a chance that I could say something wrong. I'm not infallible. I'm not God itself. So I'm just saying what I think and what I know. Pranged Out Emperor. This song is pretty nuts. Man, this whole list has got some really cool songs. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate my friends listening and trusting in the fact that I might be able to share something that helps understand audio. I mean, I'm not trying to say I know everything, but I would like to think that I can point in the right direction. So I think of myself instead of as a teacher per se, or maybe that's what teachers do. Maybe good teachers are really good at sharing resources rather than being the source, right? I don't know if that makes sense. If you guys understand what I mean by that, then that's what I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be the source of information. I'm not the guy, but I can point you to the right people to learn from. Engineers, designers, innovators, people that really do the work. I can point you in those directions. And I can also warn you about people that are bullshit artists who have an ego and like to get the attention, but they actually don't deserve it. That's my opinion. This is Tempest by Calyx. Wow, Calyx, what the shit? Subwoofers are enjoying it tonight, goddamn. Yeah, there's some bounce on this one. Oh, animation, that's awesome. That you can still deal with and play with your kids and allow them to play and come and learn and listen to some audio stuff for the night. I appreciate that. Going on an hour now. This is pretty good. All right, Calyx, thank you for Tempest. Let's check out the next song. All Stars Mike featuring DMB All Stars. This is Local 4K and DMB All Stars. DMB All Stars on YouTube is an amazing group. They have a lot of DJs, good performances. I have like a good collection of resources for new music. A lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of guys on Spotify, and my artists and suggestions and algorithms. It'll show me different artists and songs from all over the place, so I'm able to scroll through and find some of the better songs that I like very quickly. A lot of the same with audio and technology. I watch a lot of stuff online. Ooh, it's the first song with an MC in it. All Stars Mike. I wonder how the copyright engine's gonna like this video. There's like so many songs. It's not bad. It's a pretty good flow. I'm gonna cut them off though. This is Octo by The Upbeats. The Upbeats are one of those bands that I love just as much as I love Noisia. They typically have some really bouncy, fun songs. I don't think this is going to disappoint. Octo. Mirage Bryson says, good night, guys. I have to go. Great live. Watch the rest later. Well, thank you. Have a great night. Appreciate you being around for supporting. Enjoy yourselves. Hey, did you hear from Jay's audio that he lost? No, I didn't hear or watch the video. I actually don't watch much of his stuff anymore. There's a number of different things that were posted that I couldn't really agree with, so I just stopped watching. Yeah, you know what? There's some sketchy people in the business, and you got to be careful. I'm not in the business, so you don't have to worry about me. It's these guys that are like dealers and shifting, and they get aligned with this person and that person, and they try to buy something and try to sell something, and there's like all this kind of money in the background, but then they're doing reviews also. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. I have trust issues with stuff like that. Let's just put it that way. Upbeats, Octo. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Tales of the Times. This is Formula. I don't know how many songs are left, but let's take a look. And we're way down here. So there's still maybe 10 songs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm autistic. I can count just by looking. How many toothpicks are there? Tales of the Times. This is Formula. We're going to go to the drop, and then we're going to switch. Thanks for hanging out. And then right after the songs are over, 10 more songs, I'll show you the room treatments that I'm going to be dealing with. And then we'll get out of here for the night. I appreciate you being here. Animation says, I know what you mean. Some channels have good things and bad. I just got the good things even with Audiophile Junkie. Yeah, Audiophile Junkie, Jason's a really good guy. I know he's a dealer as well, but he's less of a person looking to make money, and he doesn't wear like QR codes for their channel on the back of his shirt. This is a fun song. All thumbs up from Vel. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a fun song. I like this. Tales of the Times. That's bouncy as shit. Alright, we're going to switch it up. We got 9 more to go. Be the Reason. Krakatoa. We know Krakatoa as the volcano that erupted many thousands of years ago. One of the loudest recorded sounds ever, apparently. Animation speaker says he's laughing. He says QR code. It's like you're saying tag me. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm teasing a little bit because, you know, I know what it's like to run a business, and it's not a terrible idea to do that. It's just a lot of the issues with presenting as an unbiased resource is when you're very strongly a business and obviously dealing with like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the back end, and then doing tours around the world to promote for brands. It's not very unbiased. That's all I'm saying. Like, I believe in doing good business, but I also believe in being honest and trying to not straddle both sides of the line, if you know what I mean. Now, I don't know everything. I'm only speaking to what I can see, and what I can see is limited, so I could be wrong. Hey, never mind. I might put a QR code on my next shirt. This is Two-Face by Operate. So what if you had a QR code, but it takes you to a Rickroll? Yeah, somebody's already done that. They did a tattoo of that. You like get a tattoo of the QR code, and it goes to one of the videos online. The thing is, if somebody changes the website, the QR code is useless. So that's a big problem. It'd be different if it was like an NFT. If you scanned an NFT barcode, the data is generated by an application, so it's like a program in a code. Most of them are just hyperlinks. So this one's Two-Face by Operate. Pretty cool song. Nice drop. We're gonna keep it moving though. This one's Swarm by Emperor and Freddie B. I think I know this song. They're both pretty good artists, to be honest. I'm gonna need a drink after this one. I have one, but it's running out. I don't have anything left in my glass. Sorry, that was my ice.
Getting warm, get lost in the energy, ready to be reborn. Find you looking like a
Oh, this bass, those subwoofers just dropped all the way down. Woo! Swarm. Some amazing music today on this stream. Been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. Oh my god. Oh damn. See, this is the kind of stuff that I want to listen to at hi-fi shows, because there's so much power in this music and dynamics that you don't, it's just like, I love jazz music, I love classical, pop, rock, all the different kinds of genres. I love all of them, but there's something about the energy in electronic music and drum and bass music like this, especially for bass. There's no other kind of music that I can think of that has bass texture like this. This is nice. I love this tune. I need my own booth. Vella's saying I need my own booth. Yeah, one of these years. This song's called Running. I'm just going to skip it because it's old. Spyware by Ruben. One of these days, one of these years, actually, I would love the opportunity to set up a room that's very like budget friendly, using some sponsored gear, and play all the songs that I like, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see whose room gets photographed or recorded or talked about the most. If I can get the right gear, the right brands to lend me some things so I can set up a room, I would love to do that, but I know it costs thousands. Thousands. This is a nice tune too. Spyware by Ruben. I'm pretty sure that I can get a number of brands to lend me some stuff for a show to try and represent for them. The problem is like the hotel costs, the promotional costs, the organizer fees, then transporting everything. I would need a lot of help. I'm sure that I could get it, but I don't know when or how that would be possible. So maybe 2025, like this is Toronto Audio Fest 2024, so maybe the next year, 365 days from next week, maybe then I'll have enough money or sponsors that I can actually get it done. I would love to host my own room and play some of the music that I like. Gonna skip this one. I know this song, but it gets a little noisy. Animation saying cheap audio is very honest, and too honest for me. Cheap audio man, it's too honest for me. He says Chinese audio is good for $100. Hold on, I'm trying to read. For $100, I spend $1,800 on my amplifier NAD C700. It's a good one. In the past, I have Chinese amp, but I don't have good opinion of them. So the thing is about Chinese is it's like saying anything as if you're racist, because when you say it's from here or there, it blanket statements everything, right? And that's not true, because these are made in China. The SVS speakers that I have on the side were made in China. I bet you the amp components inside the Bucard are made in China. Some of the stuff that's like made inside this iPad are made in China. I bet you all the devices we're using to listen right now are made in China. So it's not a very intelligent way to judge things. Some brands are good, some brands are bad. Doesn't matter where they're from. I can point to some absolute dog shit that's made in North America too. You know, so saying Chinese amps is the same as being like an audiophile racist, if that makes sense. It's not really a good way to talk about it. So this is Don't Let Me Go by Scream Arts. Switch, switch, switch. So those aren't a problem. It's a to-do list. I'm sure it's doable at some point. Yeah, it's doable. It's just money. I know the organizers would let me do it, 100%. This is called Grandma by Rockwell. Rockwell's a good producer. Ooh, see, I knew that shit was gonna hit hard. Rockwell's awesome. Animations, yeah, it's understandable. I know what you mean. I understand what you mean, even though I'm making a statement on top of it. That, like, yeah, some things are good, some things are bad. Like Fosse Audio right now. Fosse Audio's got an amazing campaign for stuff that's out right now, but their amps are overheating and burning out, so it's a matter of quality control sometimes. All right, we're gonna switch it up. We only got a couple more songs left. Rockwell just going, oh, this is like, I listened to this song already, didn't I? Oh, we're gonna listen to this one. This is a classic. So this is The Prodigy and Rene LeVice. This is a guy I mentioned earlier who's been really awesome, friendly. Prodigy is one of the all-time classic electronic music drum and bass bands from the UK. Prodigy deserves a lot more respect for what they do and called out than they get. They're such an amazing group. This song fucking bangs. This is incredible. Need to get right in on this one. Minefields, Rene LeVice. Ooh, pressure. Yeah, this song is dope. I would definitely add this to my playlist. It's amazing production. Awesome stuff. So yeah, that's Minefields by Rene LeVice. This one is Southside Stepper by Sustenance and Particle. Yeah, Vel likes that one, of course. Some heavy hitters there. Like, it's good once in a while. I love the easygoing flow of liquid drum and bass most of the time, but every once in a while I like those, like, neurofunk is what they call it. Neurofunk songs hit harder and they just have this vibe to them. Southside Stepper. This is a London drum and bass type of thing. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's a little more breakbeat. Not my favorite, but I dig it. The bass line's really good. They've got this like slight hum over the top of the bass. You can hear what's going on. Increases the texture. I agree, but you have the vocabulary to describe it. I've been at it for a little while. This one's called Criminal Romance, Burr Oak. Burr Oak is another one of those groups, those production artists and drum and bass that always have incredible work. They have a unique sort of hard sound. I like what they do most of the time. I have a feeling this is going to be a good song. It's Criminal Romance. Oh, I need a drink. They're flapping my yap for an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you for being here also, all my friends. I appreciate it. An hour and 19 minutes is a long time to be sitting around listening. I'm glad I could be at least that entertaining, valuable. Some people have come and gone, and I respect that. Not everybody can hang around and watch for hours. And I know that a lot of people are not really big fans of drum and bass, so I respect that as well. Again, this is Burr Oak. The song is called Criminal Romance. Should be a big one. I think that's the last song, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's the last song. So we'll just enjoy this one. It's Criminal Romance by Burr Oak. It's a nice way to go out. Alright, let me get my whole room in the shot to close it off. I'll show you the room treatments that I'm going to do afterwards as well. There's the whole room for all my friends. Basically all the same. If you're here all the time, you see what it looks like. Basically no change. A little bit more bass at the back of the room, a little bit more balanced. Dig the blanket choice, the pink. It's like it adds some sort of like pop to the room, right? Like I've got so much white and black in here that I needed something different. Yeah, I totally needed, like I know my room color changes because of the lights, but I needed to change it up a little bit. All right. We've had enough of the music for now, so let me show you some of the room treatments that I've decided on for my room. You can give me your feedback if you want. We'll see what you think of the choice. I think it's a good idea. It will accent my room well. It's going to be way easier to manage. And I think that it's going to add some interesting sort of dynamics to the space. So let me call up my order list here. I got these choice treatments from Amazon. It may come as a surprise. I think it's going to be interesting. I'll get a photo of how it's used. Okay, so don't laugh. Let me change my camera angle here. Okay, so this is the better camera angle for viewing things that's up close. So here is what I've chosen to use in the ceiling for my system. It's like a cut up open fabric. It's pretty thick fabric, so it allows for a lot of air motion movement, and I can mount it on the ceiling and it will allow the air to flow, but it will cut off the high frequencies, and I can hang and drape it in my room in such a way that I can hide panels behind it, above it. I can run lights through it. You can see the lights through the material, and I can use hooks and string to tie it together with no problem. So it should be fairly light. I got enough to cover my room in a certain size. So yeah, that's my idea. I know that it's very unusual. People usually don't use this kind of thing, but because it's a fabric and it's soft and I already have fabric in my room, I feel like that's going to be a good match because let's be honest, I already have the fabric in the room like this. The lights are already around the edges. It's white just like everything else, so I feel like it's going to match like that kind of theme, and I feel like it's going to work best of all. Now, I've hung fabrics before, and it does go pretty well, and I have good feelings about it. Why is it blurry? There we go. That's better. Light peeking behind it would look wild. Yeah. Because my light is in the middle of the room, my main light, what I might do is remove the main light and replace that light with some other LEDs that are hung from the ceiling. Now I already have LEDs that go around the room, so that's fine. I may either increase those so there's like more of them, or I might just use different lights entirely. So use like non-typical items, smart, usually cheaper. Yeah, exactly. That's just like my cable risers. If you guys haven't seen them in a while, I'll showcase them here just for comedy's sake. These are my cable risers, and my cable risers are like ball stands, if that makes sense. So you just place them on a surface there, and then you put like a decorative, like baseball, football, basketball, whatever it is. You use them for that reason. But they're super super simple, cheap, easy. Like you could 3D print them yourself if you wanted to. It's not even a big deal. Like I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch the stream, so it's not like I'm giving away a secret. But yeah, that's what I'm using as cable risers. And I have you get 6 of them for $20 or whatever the case may be. Like you can't go wrong. Absolutely can't go wrong. They're also like acrylic plastic, so they're not going to add to the dielectric of the cables instead of using metal, which does have some conductive interactions with electronics. Yeah, that's my secret weapon. Strange and unusual ways of dealing with and resolving issues. That's intelligence, active intelligence. If you just follow the sheep and do what they tell you to do, you don't actually use your folded brain matter. It's just the way it goes. I like being different. I like being fucking different. It's not enough to just be different. I want to be really different. Yeah, we're going to get out of here. I need to grab a drink. I need to relax a little bit. Talking this much for an hour and a half is not easy, despite what it might sound like. And I got nothing left in here. Use your noodle, yes. They're only noodles, Michael. What a callback. Holder for your balls. Yes. True Voice of Reason's got Slayer in there. It's probably supposed to say later, but yeah. Can be overstimulating talking, yeah. And like this with all the weather and like talking actually like warms up my body. I just gotta go relax. So Animation says very good idea. Yes, exactly. And that's why I'm doing this streams, is because of ideas, either for songs, for like my room treatments, things that you can do to like improve the sound without spending a lot of money, without listening to all the people trying to sell you shit because they're dealers. Anything that's like between the lines. That's really why I'm here, building a community. Like I said, the whole stream will get copyright and demonetized because of the music, but the things that we've talked about are the value that I'm offering. So I appreciate you being here, allowing me to talk about it, asking the right questions to lead us into good conversation. And it keeps me, connected, if I'm going to be honest, because I'm at home by myself, no pets, no people, no visiting, no family, no friends, isolated, alone, without any other sentient anything around. So this allows me the chance to actually exercise some of those social skills, and it's good feedback for my channel. It allows me to think about what I'm doing next. So it's really valuable for me that anyone is here to talk to and read and listen to, and building a community at the same time. So the audio is part of it, but I'm glad that we get to do both all in the same thing. So thank you, True Voice of Reason, to Vel, who's been here, Animation has been here, Mirage Bryson, who joined and left a little bit early. Thank you to all my friends that do tune in and comment and have subscribed and commented on other posts. All of the commenting is really what I value more than other types of actions or activities. Sharing some of the stuff would be cool. I wouldn't mind having some of the messages reach other people, but commenting as a feedback mechanism is better for me and better support for me than is subscribing or liking videos. Some of those things work for the algorithm, sure, but for me, the commenting and interacting is more important because that's a true function of community. Clicking, liking, and whatever, all that other stuff is a function of social media. And I'm not here for social media. I'm here for the actual people that enjoy the hobby. So thank you for being here. Thank you for making it a reality. And I'll see everybody in the future while I go and rest my face. Not on a pillow yet, but I'm going to rest my face. All right. Thank you very much for all of the comments, topics, sharing, questions. Yes. And I'll see you in the future. Maybe shortly, maybe not. I have 2 more days off, Sunday and Monday. We have a holiday. So yeah, you might see me again. We'll see what happens. See you, everybody.